Welcome to These Are the Blades of Our Lives, the skating show where I talk to you about skating like it is drama for your mama. On today's episode, how did my predictions for the 2021 Finlandia trophy work out? Starting with the pairs and the men. Every couple that I picked for the top 8 was in the top 8. So in that order, I got 100 out of 100. However, the order that they made it into the top 8 was a little different than what I imagined. So for this competition, for the 2021 Finlandia trophy, Anastasia Mishina and Alexander Galyamov, they ended up winning it. I like this little Russian couple so much. Out of the two Tamara Matvina couples, Mishina and Galyamov are my favorite. They were in second place in the short program after Anastasia failed on their side-by-side jump, which is where I had them originally on my chart. However, in the long program, they skated almost cleanly. They did the triple sow side by side, which they landed. All their twists were the twists were big, their throws were landed. Everything is just really top notch with this team. I just really wish they would change that awkward ending position where he lifts her up in the air. It's just so awkward. I'm sure they could find something better. But otherwise, they were the clear winner of this competition. In second place was Evgenia Tarasova and Vladimir Morozov, who I had in first place. I had them in first place because I honestly thought it was going to happen. But obviously, pair whisperer Teamplushenko still needs some more time. This was another almost clean short program for Evgenia and Vladimir. Although they had a fall in the free, I still think this is the best that I've seen them in years. This is the most prepared that I've seen them in years. And also, is it just me or are they more engaging with each other in the kiss and cry? Do they not look like they actually might be friends and like each other as opposed to the we hate each other vibes we've been getting these past couple of seasons? It might be my imagination. And third, which was a complete surprise for me, was Ashley Kane Gribble and Timothy LeDuc. She is literally coming off of C19. I thought that her stamina would require a couple of weeks for them to build it. And I had placed them in seventh place only because I didn't think she would have the stamina to do two clean program. However, there were 6 in the short program, but when it came time to the long, they skated it almost clean. And between them skating that clean long program and some other pairs not delivering, Ashley and Tim ended up on the podium with a medal. I think this is a great confidence booster for them going into the Grand Prix series and also sending a signal to the national judges. Look, the international judges are behind us. Let's see how that goes for them. I was really, really, really happy for them. In fourth place, and I also had them in fourth place, is Jessica Callahan and Brian Johnson. Their short program, Brian doubled his side-by-side, which was the only error in the program. So I actually felt like the judges underscored them. And I really like this short for them. Their long program is one of my favorite. There was a small mistake on the throw. However, all the other elements were world class. Their lifts, their twists, their throws, everything about this pair is world class. And I really like watching them because they're so connected to each other. If they could do two clean program, I really feel like this pair could have a moment. Next team on the top 8 was Vanessa James and Eric Bradford. I was also surprised by this team. I honestly thought it would be a while for Vanessa to get her jump in order, to get her mental space clear, to get her jump in order. So I had them in 6th place. However, in the short program, they were as high as 3rd with a clean short program. And the long things kind of got a little bloody for them. Vanessa missed the side-by-side 3 jump combo and kicked Eric in the shin. I can kind of hear Megan's voice in my head saying, "Well, Eric, at least I never made you bleed." Ow, stitches. All in all, it was a great outing for them. It wasn't a disaster. The fact that she missed one of the jumps, I feel like she's making way more progress than I had given her credit for, and I feel like if they keep going on this trajectory, they actually may have a chance of making it to the Olympic. The next couple, this is my little couple that could, my little dark horse for the season, and I had placed them in the podium in third place. They were close in the short, they were in fourth place. Honestly, they had the cleanest short program of the top group, and I would have had them third in the short program. I would have personally put them third. In the long, they also delivered another fairly clean program. However, I feel like the judges are not ready to trust in them yet, and so they finished sixth overall. But I think if they can continue to deliver programs the way that they're delivering them throughout the season, I think the judges' confidence in them will build, and so will their placement go up. Um, I had them in eighth place. They ended up finishing in seventh place, and that's Navibia, Fabian Haas, and Noel Sergei. Another little couple that I like watching. They're so pleasant. Their lines match with each other really well. They're very clean on the ice. They're very soft. Just a very simple couple, very pleasant looking couple to watch. They had a few mistakes on their throws in the long, but overall they're just an easy pair to watch. So overall they were seventh. The team that shocked me in probably the opposite way was Christine Mortower and Michael Marinaro. I actually had them as high as fifth, and the judges had them eighth, both in the short, both in the long. In the short, Kristen set down on the throws, and then in the long, Michael had a fall on the side by side. But I will also be honest, compared to the other teams that we saw in this competition, obviously their elements are not to par. Their twist is very small, very close to the body. Their throws sometimes can be sketchy. Their side by side jump, most of the pairs are not that great at side by side jumps. Their lifts are pretty good, but some of the elements you can clearly see that the other teams are ahead of them in. So while I feel like the judges did not try to help them, I won't say that the scores they got from the judges were not justified. I wouldn't go so far as to say they got unjustifiable scores. But this was a really good showing for pairs for me. I have to say the music choice this season is predominantly emo and folk, like sad love songs. Which is interesting. Hopefully everyone can continue to improve as they progress this season. I am just happy all 8 of my picks made it to top 8, although not in the order I imagine. But you guys let me know, how well did you guys pick the top 8 or top 10 pairs? Let me know in the comments below.